Hey there, good morning, almost afternoon. I'm out here doing a little shakeout. It's Friday the 13th of 2025, and tomorrow I am running the Wicked Route 10 miler, and it's a trail race, all single track, at George Poston Park in Gastonia, North Carolina. I've been doing a lot of road races, especially shorter road races lately, but I like to mix it up on the trails every now and again. Now, I have run a 10 miler at George Poston Park before, but the circumstances were a lot different. That one was in the middle of winter. It was on dry trails, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's been raining for a few days, so the trails will not be dry. And I was 10 years younger. Came away with a win that day. Gonna see if I could come away with a win at this one. It's a different event, but it's still the same trails. I think maybe just going a different direction. We'll see what I can do. The Wicked Route 10 miler is actually a secondary distance to the Wicked Route 50K. So there will be a lot of 50K runners there and a few 10 milers. So the 50K will be doing the 10 mile route 3 times. It's actually a 10.3 mile route, or about 16.6 kilometers, so that they can make 50K by doing it 3 times. The GPS gets really messed up on those single track trails. At least I remember it from last time. But the race directors have assured that it is a an accurately wheel measured 10.3 mile course. They've measured it with a measuring wheel several times and all come out with 10.3. So regardless of what the GPS says, I'm gonna go out there and run the course and see what happens. You'll notice I'm wearing something on my head. Got a new Insta360 so I can get some POV footage, and I'm trying it out because I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna test it today, and hopefully I can get you some Nick Bester style POV race footage, maybe even with some stats. Also, doing this shakeout in a new pair of shoes that have just come in for testing. More about those in another video. So I'm at the park. It was raining last night and this morning. Can't really tell. The asphalt is wet. Haven't been on the trails yet. And I still haven't chosen my trail shoe. As many road shoes as I only have 2 pairs of trail shoes. I have the Topo Mountain Racer 3 and I have the Saucony Endorphin Rift. The Endorphin Rift is faster for sure, and it would be good for more of like road to trail stuff, but I think I'm gonna go with the Mountain Racer 3 just because it's a little bit more stable and it seems to do well on more rugged terrain, and I don't think I'm gonna be going all that fast today. Well, I'm not sure if you can hear the splish splashing through the mud, but the trails are pretty wet today, so it's definitely going to be a day for caution for me because I am prone to busting my ass on wet trails. And I'm probably not going to take this GoPro with me. Probably just going to have this camera because I don't want to have to worry at race effort about holding something in my hand and then thinking about camera shots. I don't know what race effort's gonna be today. Who knows what it is on the trails, am I right? Oh. I will talk about the fit today. You know, I'm wearing, almost slipped there, the Topo Mountain Racer 3 as my trail shoe, and I'm wearing Injinji trail toe socks under that. I have a pair of Gooders, but I don't think I'm gonna bring them because it's pretty dark on this trail and it's gonna be shaded most of the way. I'm gonna be wearing all Rabbit today. Rabbit Speedster half tights and the Rabbit Race Pace singlet. There's a reason I'm wearing all Rabbit, and I'll talk about that either later in this video or in a later video.
I took 3 showers. Just kidding. I was too tired for that. Go!
try to do a loop of this parking lot first to spread us out before the... All right.
Just come on down and make that wonderful right turn.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a blast. I'll see you on the other end.
All right. A lot of space leading back to the next person, and I don't know if he's doing 10 miler or 50K, but I can probably just be careful and take my time on the trail. Well, I will need to. You will notice with the stats provided on this Insta360 camera footage that they are all in metric, and that's just the system that Insta360 uses, even though during the race I was using imperial or customary miles. Well, I just passed what looked like a mile marker. Might have just been a trail marker. I've been running for 11 minutes. Surely that's not 1 mile. I haven't seen any runners on the switchbacks for a while. I've heard them because this trail just keeps on switching back over and over itself. But if I can't see them, they probably can't see me, which means if they're chasing, they don't know where I am. So I'm just gonna keep running this effort, assuming there's someone just out of my view behind me. All right, I'm running away from the lake loop now. As I get farther away from the lake, the ground gets a lot better. It's covered in pine needles right now, not too muddy, but still soft. I just have to watch out for the roots and rocks that I won't see now. But this is my favorite kind of trail conditions right here for just cruising. Single track, but not technical. Pine needles, trees on either side. I'm just gonna enjoy this while I have it, because there's gonna be some climbing later in this race. Whee! Huh. Huh. That's confusing. To the aid station, okay. So I made a loop on myself, which means I went the wrong way somewhere. Pretty sure I know where. And it wasn't where I thought. Means I gotta come back here. Aid station. Okay, to aid. All right, I think I'm back on the right course now. Might have only lost a couple of minutes, but I think I have those 2 minutes because there was some long switchbacks where the trail crossed over by itself like 3 or 4 times and I did not see any other runners. So we'll see. So I'll take the opportunity on a fairly flat section to talk. I'm about 34.5 minutes in right now. There are a lot of climbs and descents on this course, as you would find for any technical trail race, really. But with that and all the switchbacks and the turns and the footing. I'm gonna be exhausted. The mental energy of trail running, especially trail racing, is just as much of a toll as the physical energy requirements, because you're always watching your footing and looking out for trail blazes. It's clearly marked right now, but obviously there have been a couple of confusing sections already. I do not envy the poor bastards who are running 3 loops of this course today for 50K. Oh lordy. That's Spencer Mountain right there in front of me. Hey guys. Caught up to some mountain bikers on that hill. I think, best I can reckon, I'm close to halfway through the course right now. 43 minutes. Probably not going to get an event record, but who knows? I have no idea where I am right now. Just following the ribbons. This is the Deja Vu climb, which makes me think I'm going to do it twice, because I saw some ribbons coming from the other direction at the last intersection too, heading this way, which is great. That's just awesome. Whew. These rocks are awesome too. First time we go this way, second time. Okay. I see. Second time by we go this way, first time we go this way. All right, I saw the signs that said I'm on lap 2 now. There's another runner, but he hasn't done lap 1 yet. So I think I'm good. I don't know, 5 minutes ahead of him, 8 minutes, who knows? Let's see if I got this right now. Second time, straight down. Oh, this hurts. Slow down and not bust my ass. Okay. Follow the ribbons. Just keep running. Let's see what the sign up here says. Sasquatch. Huh, where? Oh. All right, don't get distracted. Come on, Chaz. These rocks. Can't really see them all that well, and that's the problem. They're all ankle breakers. Haven't fallen yet. Touch wood. Oh, but can barely run on these rocks. All right, what am I doing here? Up, up, up. To more rocks. I hear runners, but they could be miles behind me on the course the way it switchbacks. Oh, jeez. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera off before I bust my ass. Out of the yellow loop, that means out of the Deja Vu loop. Good riddance. Coming back in a downward trend now. Been running for 58 minutes. No idea how much race is left. So I'm just gonna keep running and just, I don't know, I can't really cruise on this shit. I'm just gonna keep running. Back onto the nice, non-technical pine needles now, which is my cruising space. It's pretty flat here. Soccer fields off to the left. So I'm gonna enjoy this before it starts to get wet and technical again, because I know I'm gonna finish on the other side of the lake loop. I've got to do the Laurel Hill loop, the other side of that before that. So just gonna cruise, enjoy my time, just keep running. Go runners! They don't know what's ahead of them. They still have to go up the mountain and come back down after 2 loops. Here's the second aid station. First aid station, it's right over there. And I passed that, I don't know, 25 minutes ago. So now, I guess we're coming out into the open here. This is interesting. All right, so follow the ribbons, follow the arrow. Now I wish I had my sunglasses. Okay, there it is. All right, back into the trail. And the poison ivy. Just jump over all this crap. Come on, Chaz. All right. Have to hose myself down. I'm back on the Laurel Hill Loop now. Making my way towards the finish. Probably have about 15 to 18 minutes left of running. Who is this guy? So I've passed a couple of 50K runners that were supposed to be still on their first loop, but they were on the backside of the course here, and which is unfortunate because that means some people are taking wrong turns. Kind of selfishly, I'm hoping that there were no 10-milers who were taking wrong turns, because I would hate to have to deal with that kind of debacle. I've already done one 10-mile trail race this season where I took a wrong turn and ended up losing first place because of it. So we'll see. I guess I'll know in about 15 minutes or so. Well, I'm still seeing blazes and I'm not seeing all that many footprints, which makes me think I'm going the right way, and this isn't the trodden way yet. So we'll see. To the finish. This way. Back out in the open again. Again, I wish I had my sunglasses, but for 95% of this course, I'm glad I didn't have them, because it's dark in these trails. All right, this way again. Here we go, back into the trails, probably for the last time. Lake Loop. All right, it's the last section. Ooh. 85.5 minutes. There's the finish, but I gotta go in through this way. See if we can keep it on one clip. Doing a little surge to make it look good. Without falling. Oh! Okay, I'm turning away from the finish now. Maybe it's not as close as I thought. Here we go. All right. So I finished in first place. No one came in before me. I think there were some people who hit the photographer near the end and realized they had gone the wrong way and turned around, and that's unfortunate. But yeah, I finished in about 89 minutes. My watch had about 9.6 miles, which is pretty good for these trails. The RD did say that when he measured it for this year, it was 11.2 miles for the 10-miler. At least by a wheel, and that our GPS watches would probably read 8 to 9 miles, just because of all the switchbacks and everything. So 9.6, I'll take it for a 10 mile. I guess it's not an event record, but it's certainly a course record. Yeah, so the other successes for today, I did not turn an ankle and I did not fall. I did not bust my butt on the trail. I did get pretty dirty though. If you look at my legs, I mean, that's just the condition of the trails. You gotta love that Carolina red mud and just all the bugs and everything too. It was really buggy out here. But I'm gonna hang around, collect my award. I'm pretty tired. I guess I'll maybe do a little shoe talk too. So the Topo MTN Racer 3 or Mountain Racer 3 was the right choice for today. Other than the spots where it was just really slick no matter what shoes you were wearing, I felt like I had good grip the whole time. It was supportive, the wide forefoot helps. The outsole is really grippy. There's some decent lugs on the Endorphin Rift too, but these lugs seem to just be stickier. Topo always gives me a lockdown feel across the midfoot. The laces are never overbearing and there's a good tongue there. I just felt locked in and not too much of a heel. So there was plenty of flexibility, but also plenty of support. And they fit perfectly with these Injinji midweight trail socks. So I had the right shoe for today. Thanks for joining me for Wicked Route 10 miler. I've got another race next week, which will be hopefully a fast 10K. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ding the bell for notifications, leave a comment below. Are you racing at all this summer? What are you working on? I would love to hear about it. I'll see you guys on the next run. Hey Leo.
Why do you stay there? Why do you stay there?
He has an Instagram.
Oh, this is Leo the race mascot.